Welcome to the Highlands. This is Breckenridge's most underrated luxury neighborhood, and if you've never explored it, well, that's exactly why some people are so excited about it. In this video, we're going to talk about what makes the Highlands a hidden gem just minutes from Breck, how much homes really cost and the luxury lifestyle that they come with, and why some high-end buyers are quietly choosing the Highlands over ski-in, ski-out neighborhoods. I mean, you can see the background right now. This is one of the coolest neighborhoods that Breckenridge has to offer, that quiet luxury lifestyle. My name is Anthony Soul with Live Sotheby's International Realty. I sell high altitude, high luxury homes as we pass the trails, the private trails that you have right here in the Highlands. So if you're ready to make something happen here in the Highlands in Breckenridge, I am your go-to guy. So now let's talk about what the Highlands has to offer. First off, let's talk about how closely located the Highlands are to downtown Breckenridge. We're only a 3 to 5 minute drive to downtown Breck, but feels super secluded. I'm sure, as you can see in the background as I'm driving, the homes here are situated on about a half an acre to about 5+ acres for lots. So we're driving in the Highlands right now. Some really cool homes that we're looking at. As you can see, this one right here, very much what you'll expect to find here in the Highlands. And so, as I mentioned before, half an acre to 5 acre lots. So it feels super secluded while being real close to downtown Breckenridge, and then direct access to some great amenities here. One of which is the Breckenridge Golf Course, Robert Trent Jr. designed golf course. Robert Trent Jones Jr., I think. I'm not a golfer, so I don't really know, but those who do golf say it's a great course, and there are local tee times that I believe are on Thursdays, and they're about $80 around, which is super reasonable for a golf course of that caliber. Winter time, that same golf course turns into a Nordic track, so a Breckenridge golf course will actually groom that, or it's the town of Breckenridge. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, you can go and do some cross-country skiing. Before we keep going here, guys, gotta look at some of these homes. They're just absolutely incredible. Look at those views that you get of the 10-mile mountain range. Yeah, these homes are just absolutely insane. I just had to show you that. So again, the Highlands, incredible privacy, year-round access. One of the coolest things about the Highlands, as you can see, I'm kind of cruising along here at about 10-15 miles an hour. There's no through traffic really. There's no tourist traffic, which is great. So you're not seeing a bunch of people, unwanted tourists kind of crowding up your roads. So it gives it that luxury exclusive feel. Although it is not a gated community, still feels super private. I just showed you the custom luxury homes here with the mountain architecture. Seeing a lot of new mountain modern builds, so it's a fusion of modern contemporary styling with the mountain aesthetic. So you still have the exposed timber, beautiful logs, stone. So it incorporates the best of both worlds if you're into that kind of styling. I think a lot of architects have done a really fantastic job in building the homes that they've built here and designing the homes that they've designed. So that's kind of why the Highlands is so underrated. Next, let's break down the neighborhood of the Highlands. As I mentioned before, there are no gates here, but it's very private, right? You can see no traffic around, like I just talked about, but I have to emphasize it because I'm just going super slow to give you guys the tour in the car, where if I was to try to do this on Main Street Breckenridge, I'd probably have people honking at me to get out of the way, calling me a crazy tourist. But here I can kind of just cruise along and look at the homes, and you'll find that's pretty common for people who are looking to buy a home here in the Highlands. They'll actually take their time, look at each home through the window of their car, and it truly isn't a rush to get in this neighborhood. So, all right, as I said before, lot sizes anywhere from half an acre to 5+ acres. I know there's a close to 2 acre lot, or maybe it's closer to 1 acre, but listed for about 1.8 million right now. And then at building costs, you are looking around $1,000 a square foot is what my local contractors are telling me right now. So it's pricey to build up here, but that's Breckenridge. That's what you're going to pay if you want luxury and you want privacy and you want the best views in Colorado. Again, architecture, custom built luxury homes, lodge style. I mean, some of these homes you come up to and it feels like a Yellowstone lodge. Like you could literally fit 30 or 40 people, multiple extended families could all sit under one roof, which is pretty common, you know, 6,000 square foot homes and bigger with multiple bedrooms, multiple car garages. Pretty much much everything you need to bring the whole extended family. Trail access here is incredible. We've got the flume trail that we passed in the beginning of the road. There's tons of trails. I'm actually passing a trailhead right now. This is actually where the flume crosses over. And so a lot of homeowners here have direct access to hiking and biking right out their back door, or if they want to do some Nordic skiing, they can break trail on these in the winter. Some of my favorite biking trails that lead right into the town of Breck. So if you don't even want to take your car, you can take these trails all the way to downtown Breckenridge. Super cool. As we actually pass one of my clients' homes, got to give a shout out here to my client, Bob, because his home is probably the coolest home in all of the Highlands. He's literally got lake views up there. And yeah, man, if you guys want cool homes like that, there are lots available. So definitely reach out. You're going to want a local expert who kind of knows the area. And I know a bunch of contractors and architects who are going to be able to facilitate the process and make it as seamless as possible so you can get the ideal home for you. Okay, finally, we're going to talk about the HOA perks here. It's a very minimally involved HOA. Architectural guidelines, not necessarily enforced because you have all of these custom homes. It's more the setbacks and just the overall styling. But you can basically do what you want when it comes to styling. Really, it varies by subdivision here, but a lot of the HOA includes trail maintenance, snow removal, and those design standards that I mentioned. But as long as you're in line with those design standards, you have pretty much free reign to build the custom home that you want. So what do luxury homes really cost here in the Highlands? Entry-level homes are between 2.5 to 3.5 million. These are smaller 3-bedroom custom homes. Mid-range is about $4 to $6 million. These are homes that are ranging from 4,000 square feet to about 6,000 square feet. You're typically seeing homes selling about the $1,000 price per square foot range right now. So for every million, that's about 1,000 square feet. High-end homes are in the $6 to $10 million price range, and those ones are usually right on the golf course with open, expansive views. Next up is lifestyle and amenities here in the Highlands. Every time I'm back here, kind of at a loss for words because it's so beautiful. The homes are so incredible. You're surrounded by the lodgepole pine forest, and the fauna is just natural Colorado wildflowers, and it's just beautiful here. It's pretty hard to put into words how amazing this place is. But in terms of lifestyle and amenities, you've got quite a couple of different offerings. And so the first one obviously being that Breckenridge golf course, which turns into the Nordic Center in the wintertime. You have miles of trails for biking, hiking, walking the dog, snowshoeing. I mean, you name it, you can do it. As I'm passing yet another trail off to my right side here. So we're less than 5 minutes to downtown Breck and the ski resort. It's really peaceful living here. Like I said, you're surrounded by the forest. I'm driving around right now, just crawling at like 10, 15 miles an hour. And again, I don't have traffic pushing me. I've had one person pass me. I threw on my hazards. They passed. No problems here. It is just super quiet, super peaceful. So a lot of the high-end homes here have heated garages, wine rooms, bunk rooms, smart home automation. They have so many different things that you'd kind of expect at this price point. So when you are buying here, just know that a lot of these homes do come with it. There's definitely some older inventory here that might not have everything that you're looking for, but there's contractors out here that can certainly do the things. If you're looking for it, you can get those luxury touches like the smart home automation, the wine rooms, the feeder rooms, all of that cool stuff. You can definitely do it here. We have a swath of contractors, so make sure you're messaging me and I can connect you directly with these contractors, and we can get you situated, no problem. Now, the next thing we got to talk about in the Highlands is some of the trade-offs. Now, you don't have direct ski in, ski out access in the Highlands, unfortunately. The reason is because, again, we're 5 minutes to downtown Breckenridge. There's no gondola that services this neighborhood. So unfortunately, you're just not gonna have that direct ski in, ski out access like you would have in neighborhoods like Shock Hill or Christie Heights or Timber Trail. But that means you get the peace, right? Those Shock Hill neighborhoods, you can hear the gondola whirring all day long. There's people walking about just, being tourists because you're right outside of downtown Breckenridge. We're here, again, I'm driving and there's nobody around. It's so peaceful here. So that is a trade-off, that you're not going to have that direct ski in and ski out access. Homes are more spread out because we have a wide swath of land here that the Highlands planned development development encompasses. And so you just don't have that walkability to downtown Breckenridge. I mean, if you're athletic enough, you certainly could take the flume trails and get yourself to Breck. It's gonna be like a 30-minute walk or something like that, which personally I would love to do, being athletic and loving this mountain lifestyle, but it might not be for everybody. If you're spending this kind of money, you might wanna have direct access to downtown, so you're just not gonna get that here. Prices are climbing in the Highlands. Resale is selling at $1,000 a square foot, which for a long time that wasn't the norm. And then the pandemic hit and a lot of people came to Colorado from places like California and New York, and they fell in love with the Highlands. It's a great place to feel like you're completely out of the city. Yeah, now you're getting homes here that are selling at $1,000 square foot, new construction going up to $1,200, even $1,300 a square foot. So definitely beware here that it is not cheap to buy in the Highlands and Breckenridge. But again, this is the luxury neighborhood, or one of the few luxury neighborhoods in Breckenridge, so you're gonna pay for it without a doubt. Now, one of the drawbacks we gotta talk about is the lack of short-term rentability. The town imposed an ordinance back in 2021, and so this is considered zone 3. The license cap is at a certain number, and we're 900 licenses, give or take, over that license cap. So my guess is you won't be getting a short-term rental license in this lifetime, unfortunately. But I think if you're spending this kind of wealth, this kind of money on a home in Breckenridge, you don't want to rent out short-term to some Airbnbs, people who are going to like treat your home with disrespect. You want this home for you and your family, and this is something that you're going to create a legacy in. So it might be a trade-off. In my mind, I think it's a better way to use your home is just use it for yourself. Another drawback, I did mention that kind of have free reign to do what you want here, but you do have some design requirements from the HOA. So you do have an architectural review board that's going to review what you're trying to do. You might be able to see the homes in the background here, maybe not. Every home is pretty unique here, but I will say you will have that architectural review board to deal with. So it's not going to be like you can just do whatever you want. Okay, now finally, who is the Highlands best for? Primarily, it's going to be buyers seeking long-term mountain retreat out the resort chaos. Like I've reiterated a couple of times in this video, and like you've seen as I've driven around, is that it's super peaceful. You don't have all the tourist noise, so it's great if you're looking for the peace and quiet. If you have a big family and you want to create a legacy for the kids or the grandkids, you want them to call Breckenridge home indefinitely, this is also a great spot. Second, homeowners who have the money to spend, who just want to be totally secluded. For those who want that luxury feel while still having good proximity to downtown, you get the peace, you get the quiet, you get the luxury, but you don't get all the tourism. I mean, that's perfect for people like that. If you're a golfer, if you're a hiker, if you're a Nordic skier, this is going to be great. Even if you're not a golfer, fun fact, about 60% of people who live on a golf course don't golf. They just like the manicured lawns and the expansive views and the big meadows and the big fairways, and it's just pretty to look at. So you don't even have to be a golfer, and you could buy a home here and have that manicured lawn that you don't have to take care of, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm looking at these homes right now, and they're just so cool. I am jealous, man. Hopefully I can afford to buy one of these houses one day. The other people who are going to love this style of home are going to be owners who want to entertain, who like to party. If you want to hire a private chef, or if you like to chef it up yourself, if you want a lot of space for all of the friends and family to get together. A lot of these homes, I've been in many of them, and you can host 40, 50 people easily. If you want to have 100-person parties, you can do that no problem, because you've got outdoor decks with outdoor kitchens, you've got chef's kitchens, open floor plans, you got everything that you need. I'd say another great person to buy a home like this, especially in today's market, is somebody who maybe the altitude, if you're not like sure if the altitude's gonna work out for you, a lot of these homes come with oxygenation systems. So you can have that oxygen plumbed right into your room, and it'll simulate living at like 3,000 feet elevation, which a lot of doctors have said it is of huge benefit to do if altitude is at all a problem to you. So if you maybe already currently live in Breck and you're considering like getting out because of the altitude, well, look at a home that has an oxygenation system, because it might improve your health a lot. Obviously consult with a doctor, but oxygenation systems, hyper luxury feature, and it'll help you to be able to withstand living at this altitude. And then finally, those who are living the urban lifestyle, if you're in Metro Denver, if you're in Miami, if you're in LA, San Francisco, New York, Dallas, and and you just want that peace and quiet, especially in the summertime. As I'm recording this, there's a massive heat wave going across the country right now. I know back in New York, where I'm originally from, my parents are still there, at 102 the other day. Jeez, man. I mean, here it never gets above 80, 85 degrees. So if you're looking to get out of your metro city that might smell like a trash dump, and you want to come to where it feels like you're breathing through a pine cone, come to Breckenridge, look at the Highlands, because you get the peace, you get the quiet, but you get the fresh air. You don't have to deal with the noise, the tourism, the traffic. It's just everything you ever want in a second home. So there you guys have it, the Highlands. Truly one of Breckenridge's best kept secrets. So if you guys are relying just on Zillow, you're not getting the whole picture. And ironically, all Zillow does is show you pictures. So how are you supposed to know what the neighborhood's actually like? I mean, you're here on a driving tour with me right now, and you can see firsthand how peaceful it is here. I mean, no traffic. Zillow's not going to show you that. So if you're looking to buy something here in Breckenridge, you need a local expert who understands what it's actually like to live here, understands the nuances between each of the neighborhoods, understands architectural guidelines when it comes to building things, has connections with contractors so you can make the things happen, so you can create the home of your dreams and the lifestyle of your dreams. Guys, you need to reach out to me. My name is Anthony Soul with Live Sotheby's International Realty. You can contact me right here with my phone number or my email. Give me a call, because you're going to talk to me directly, and it'll be one-on-one. This is a relationship business, and I'm here to help you guys build the lifestyle of your dreams. So thank you guys for watching this week's video, and I'll see you in next week's. All right, guys, I just got to show you quickly as we're driving along the Highlands here. I mean, look at the house on the fairway. Look at the golfers over there. Look at the 10-mile range. You got some wetlands, so protected space. Oh, it is just unreal here. Literally no neighborhood like it.